Good evening, folks. This is Tuesday evening, just after the US markets have closed. I'm going to take a look at the Dow Jones. I'll update you on the Euro-CAD and the pound dollar that we were looking at. We've just sort of gone sideways for the time being. So the setups are still valid, but at the moment they've not hit the target price I was looking for to be a buyer on both of them. So at the moment those two are on ice. I'm going to take a look here at the US market. We'll start with the Dow first of all. This is the daily chart going back to the high we made in February, and you can see that we've hit the exact 382 off the top, and we've also, if you had this little sort of a bounce here, with 50% off of that, right in the money. And now you can see now it's held this for the last three days, as you can see. Out Friday, Thursday's close, and then Friday, and then we gapped down on Monday, rallied back, and now we've made a new high and just coming off. So if we come down the time frames and have a look at this, I think this is going to be the BC swing of a bigger ABCD to the downside. But it's done this in more or less, it's done this in a oneer. If we look at it, this BC so far, you can call that a consolidation. You could argue that's an ABCD, but not really. It's done it in it's like a one, basically a straight move. If you look at your daily chart, it's a straight move up, isn't it? So that's an A-B leg. So we could get an A, B, C, D to complete the BC swing of a bigger A, B, C, D to the downside. We'll look at that in a minute. So looking at this, I'll come down to a 60. It looks a lot better. It's looking like we're going to get at least another ABCD to the downside to form the BC swing of the ABCD of the bigger BC swing on the daily chart. If you're a pattern recognition trader, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're not, I'll have to explain it a little bit. It's looking like we want to complete this ABCD to the downside. This will complete an A, B, C, D to the upside, which would come in. Let's have a look where it comes in. Let's assume it gets. Don't let Jake Bernstein hear you say, let's assume. Jake Bernstein never assumes. He likes to be very precise. If you don't know, if you've not heard of Jake Bernstein, he's an absolutely fantastic trader. Check him out. Jake Bernstein. Check him out. Right, let's go back to this. This is from the low to the high. Now, if we do complete that ABCD, we'll come in there. Okay. Right, so look where that comes in. That's going to come in, but 25,400. Right, what you do is come back to your daily chart and look where 25,400 is in the grand scheme of things. It's there. It's going to take you to the 61% retracement, isn't it? Just scroll that along a bit. This could be a BC swing, if indeed it materializes. So that would be something round about there, wouldn't it? The ABCD is the down, so that should take you somewhere around there. So yeah, 618 off one and 786 off the other. That would be an ABCD, and then what would happen? You put the next piece of the jigsaw in, which is the ABCD to the downside. That's your AB leg. That is your BC leg. Yeah? And there. And then you can scroll back and see where that brings you. That takes you to 14,000, doesn't it? 14,000. Round it up. Nice. Round about 14,000. Sorry, Jake. Right, let's see where let's go back to your weekly chart and see where that comes in. And it's all about putting you at 14,000. Hopefully it'll come in at one of these eyes over here. See that one? Yes, look at this. That's going to take you down to the 2007 top. Fancy that, eh? Look at that. You can't make this up, folks. This is just absolutely unbelievable. So, look for an ABCD to unfold. Fed are intervening. What's happened to my charts? Sorry. Right, the Fed are intervening, okay. If you'd listened to Larry's radio show yesterday, I think you'd have seen what Shane had to say, and they're intervening without shadow of a doubt. Whether they can intervene enough to stop it, I don't think so. So I think this is the AB swing of a bigger ABCD. We're now in the process of forming the BC swing back, the rally. Now, this 382 might be it, folks. That might be all it does. But the fact they've done this, so it'll be interesting to see if we can do the ABCD somewhere into this zone, 2900 area, and then we have the BC swing. I don't know. It's all speculation, as you know, but it's just a case of seeing what unfolds. But I think for the next couple of days we're heading down to this 21,000, so we'll see. That's what it's looking like. It was looking like it might get an A, B, C, D to the upside, 3 drives to a top. That's what the DAX did. DAX made 3 drives on 60 minute, and then started lower. But it's all okay. We just have to wait and see what unfolds, really. But that's how I'm looking. I'm thinking we're going to get down this 21,000. That's how that's what patterns are telling me. Lower high in here. Look, you see, there's your high. The 382 key resistance. 382 and 50%. Backed off, came back, made a lower high. So that's telling us that resistance is going to be important. So if we get any move back above that 382 on the daily, that's going to be quite bullish, isn't it? So keep an eye on that. But for the time being, it's looking like that's going to hold. So then the question is, what sort of retracement are we going to get? Or is this it? Is this the high? Or are we going to get some sort of retracement, an A, B, C, D, and then start the CD leg down? It's all probabilities, folks. I'll put in little, just put your little ideas, but we're just using the patterns and the ratios to make trading decisions. Not listening to some analyst on CNBC telling you what should happen and what this is and this is happening and all that. So, okay, folks. So that's what I'm seeing on the Dow. The S&P is looking very similar, by the way. Just have a look at that. Double click on the S&Ps. Again, there's a similar pattern there, although the S&P made a double top. So the S&P's made a double top at this I think that's a 382 as well, I believe. Just have a double check on it. So from the high to the low, that one will do, won't it? Yeah, there's your 382, spot on the money. Can't get above it. Hit it. It's been there 3 days. Can't make any more upside progress. So just keep an eye on it. Any move above 26.50, the daily close above 26.50 is telling us, I think we have actually had a BC swing on here. Zoom in. We've had a BC swing here because if we've done a 382 off this, that qualifies as a BC swing. Yes, we have. That qualifies as a BC swing of a potential ABCD for a correction. Like that. So that's going to take you to the exact 61%. So if we can, as long as we don't take this low out, if you take that low out, then that means your BC swing's going to come in lower, isn't it? If you take that low out, it'll either come in at 50% or 618. And then you're looking, and and then if you do 707, you're looking at 50% on your CD leg, aren't you? ABCD. So it's all a case of, it's all a case of what can happen. So keep a close eye on it, folks. Take care. I'll keep you updated. As I say, the pound dollar and the EUR-CAD are still on a watch list. Still on watch. Have a quick look at them if you want while we're here. I'm hoping to see the pound pull back into this support zone that we looked at. This is the weekly chart. We looked like it broke down, but it completed this pattern. Then it went up. I was hoping it were going to come back. I just zoom out a little bit on this so we can look at it. It looked like it was starting to pull back, but it's looking like it wants to go more. The euro looks very strong as well. The euro looks like that's wanting to go higher as well. And then the EUR-CAD, here we are, the EUR-CAD, he can't break down. Well, it's trying to, he's having a little attempt now, isn't he? So keep an eye on the EUR-CAD. We're looking at it was 4 hours, wasn't it? We're looking at, we're looking at this ABCD to the downside. So we're looking at this ABCD to the downside to be a buyer on the CAD, won't we? There's your AB leg, there's your CD leg, and bada bing, bada boom. Now, that sets up, if this thing fails, that sets up another ABCD to the downside, doesn't it? And then 1.618 comes in at 151. So that's the zone to keep an eye on this. So at the moment, that could form a Gartley, by the way, there. So the 150, I'm going to have to review this because that could be a Gartley pattern. Right, though it is a Gartley. That could be a perfect Gartley pattern. So keep an eye on the 153 level. Just look at that. You can't make that up. You've got 1.27, you've got 786, you've got 786 there. Yes, we've got a 135 sell pattern. It took that outlook. It took it out, but it didn't close above it, did it? Just like a false break, if you like. There's all your resistance there. Took the high out, and then look, it's dropping down. So that sets up this ABCD as a minimum. So keep an eye on 153.20, and then if it breaks above that, watch price action around there, and see what unfolds. Keep an eye on this, because don't forget the weekly. We're looking to move to 166, weren't we? Here's your weekly chart. We were looking, zoom in. There's a Gartley there completed. We were looking at these ABCD patterns coming in at one. If you watch the video, there's the first one we were looking at. There, that one comes in right there. Look, 166. Then you've got another A, B, C, D there. That's going to come in very similar, close to it. This one, A, B, C, D. That's going to take you up into that area. So keep a close eye on that. Don't run to that one. He just sort of did it. Mind of you there, yeah. So what have we done here? I don't know what it's done. It's just gone. Had a fit of the funnies. Been doing that just lately. It just has just throws a wobbler every now and again. There's your AB leg, CD leg, and there you see they're coming in. This is the zone we're looking at, isn't it? So keep a close eye on that, because with this, you see what caught my eye on this. Just to review, with this powerful move, it went from 142 to 160. That's an 18-cent move, very, very quickly. We've not really backed off any cents, so I'm expecting this. Well, you're just looking at the bigger picture, and you see an explosive move like that. That's probably telling you that some of these larger time frame patterns are likely to complete. So the probability increases that these patterns will complete simply because of this powerful up move. We do a consolidation, then we should get a continuation higher. That's what we're looking at on that. So that's why I highlighted the EUR-CAD. So that's what I'm seeing, folks, tonight. So yeah, but keep an eye on this 153 level now, because that could very well be where the low comes and we don't get down here. So just keep an eye on it. It's all, you have to keep adjusting your thinking every time, things unfold, different things every day. But that's what we're doing. This is what it's all about. It's just all about Always remember the markets can do anything they want to do. You just try and put probabilities in your favour, and that's what these patterns do. They just put the probability slightly, gives you the slight edge, okay? So that's what we're trying to do. And then we control our risk, and then hopefully when we get a runner, that's where we make our money. So that's what it's all about. So I hope this helps, folks. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and good luck with your trading. Take care and speak